Instagram has a full screen mode? Let's talk about it. Welcome to Clean Tech, home of daily technology news and reviews, and today we're going to be talking about Instagram's latest approach at copying TikTok. Today's video is brought to you by Clean Phone. More on them at the end of the video. So Instagram is chasing TikTok yet again with a new full screen experience test. Let's jump right in. Instagram is testing out a new full screen mode for its feed and an updated navigation bar in hopes of making content on the platform more discoverable and immersive. The test, which has been rolled out to a limited number of people, according to Meta spokesperson Sain Kim, is the latest effort from the company to compete with TikTok when it comes to social video. If you're a part of that group, you'll be able to see videos almost entirely full screen as you scroll through your feed. The navigation bar will still appear underneath them. The description, as well as buttons that let you favorite or comment on the video, will appear alongside the bottom, and the Instagram logo and other top buttons will appear floating above the top. We have a GIF. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. So this is the old way of how things are, and this is the new way. All right. Well, I mean, it's neat, clean looking in my opinion. The company has experimented with a full screen on the feed before. Last month, it tested a design meant to highlight videos, though that still had white bars on the top and bottom of the screen. It also left the main navigation bar at the bottom mostly unchanged, whereas the company says it's planning on also testing shortcuts for creating a post or message there. We have a story from Zuck himself. We want to make it easier to discover content and connect with friends. Photos are still an important part of Instagram, and we're working on ways to improve the way they show up in a full screen feed too. So some people will start seeing this test soon. Excited to hear your feedback. Okay. So the experimental UI seems like yet another thing Instagram is doing to try and remain competitive with TikTok. While Meta's CEO Mark Zuckerberg said in a story that we just read about the test that photos are still an important part of Instagram and that the company is working on making them more compatible with a full screen feed. Instagram's leadership has made it clear that still images aren't the focus of the app anymore. The push to be more like TikTok isn't just skin deep either. I mean, Meta is making changes to the algorithms underlying Facebook and Instagram's feed in an attempt to stay relevant to how younger people use social networks. Well, I mean, yeah, relevancy, it's one thing. Being competitive or staying competitive, that's one thing. But like, I feel like this is heading, like the whole competition, it's headed into a direction where the two apps, apart from the logo and the color scheme, are, you know, like sooner or later just gonna end up being nearly identical looking compared to one another. And at that point, you know, like theoretically speaking, if they almost look the same and they offer the same features, like it's all gonna come down to like who ends up paying content creators more, because more money means more content and content creators, and more creators means you know, that's who the audience is gonna follow. So ultimately, who ends up with the biggest viewership or the biggest audience base as a platform will depend on how willing each of those companies are willing to you know, pay the creators. I said willing twice, I know that. Spare me in the comment section. Yeah, but like looks good, looks clean. I support it. Let me know your thoughts about it down in the comment section below. Clean Phone is the perfect phone for your kids because it allows you to manage everything on the phone remotely. It has tons of amazing features, such as easily allowing you to pick and choose which apps and games your child can use, provides you access to active phone monitoring, including SMS and phone call usage, allows you to control how long and how often your kids can use apps or the internet. You can even check their call and SMS logs, including inbound and outbound calls and messages, and is the perfect way to manage their screen time. Check them out in the description box down below. Thank you so much for watching, and you have a great day.